The Diddy trial, it been kind of silent ever since some of the information has came out about these freak offs and people being volunteers to take part in the freak offs. So recently, Diddy attorneys, man, what's going on? Diddy attorney wrote a letter to the judge to notify him that if he proceeds with the dismissal of one of the only two black men on the jury, they will file a request for immediate mistrial. Prosecutor wants the jury to dismiss weeks into the trial because I guess one of the black dudes lied about where he lives during the jury selection process. What y'all think about this? Yeah, could we pull up the article? So it's only two black people on the trial. They want one removed because he lied about his residence. What y'all think about this?
We know already how this shit go. We know that they don't want you to have nobody of your peers on that jury stand. If they feel like Diddy got any chance of getting off, they feel like anybody of his peers is going to help him get up out of there. So by trying to get rid of two black people and leave one, but it only take one anyway. So they on some shit right now. That's why they not showing this whole case like they did Thug shit. They don't really want to see how crooked a lot of that stuff be in them courtrooms. But I just think it's shit. How can you get rid of them after you already, once you select a jury or they do that, you're not even supposed to be able to get rid of them no more. So that's probably something in itself. But I don't really see, I don't know.
Okay, so it says Combs' defense team has responded to Judge, I don't even know how to say his name, Submarian ruling of dismissing juror number 6. At this point, I take juror 6 will be in court tomorrow morning. So confused because I thought Submarian, the judge, stated he was not to come on Monday. So it sounds like they're trying to get the only two black people on the juror off the juror by any way they can, because what relevance does him lying about his residence have to do with him finding Diddy guilty or not?
The issue is you can have homes in different places. You can have an apartment here, a house here, wherever. This was something that should have been worked out in the pretrial. It wasn't. Now it stinks to high heaven of corruption. It looks like a weaponization of the justice system against Diddy because maybe someone doesn't like him. We know, in my opinion, at this point, we know that's what it is because we've all sat and listened to the testimony of the witnesses and all these people, and none of what they're saying, in my mind, equates to what he's being charged with. So now it's like we got a good chance that these two black guys, because they come from maybe a similar background, upbringing, or simply just understand the way things work in New York, we need to get them off the trial. And the dude that they're trying to replace him with is white. And the judge says, oh man, well, it doesn't matter because the jury is still very mixed. It's very diverse. Listen, man, we all know since we've been alive, you can have an Asian, a white, a Hispanic, and whatever else. Those people will gang up against one black dude.
No, that's fact.
And I'm not saying that to be funny. That's what it is. So let's get it to the point where we remove the black guy off the panel, off the jury, and then there's one black guy left. Let's try to get rid of him, or we can all pressure him and convince him to side with us. This just looks rigged to high heaven, and everyone who sees it knows it, but who will say anything?
Yeah, they might be afraid.
Hey, Hispanic people saying we black and brown. This is where we need y'all.
They're afraid that Diddy might beat this shit, and now they trying to find any way to cook his ass. That's all it is. It's like you said, it's easier to sway more of them. You might just, them might being black might find Diddy not guilty, and he only need one not guilty to get a hung jury. So I think that's the biggest thing. So
my only thing with this is, when are they going to start revealing the criminal evidence against Diddy? Because all we done seen and heard about is a bunch of fucking freak offs.
Cub being a super freak.
That's literally all we've heard of, is him being a fucking freak. I have not seen anything that shows he should have been charged with a RICO. Like they keep saying, he was charged with a FRICO. So now it looks like they're trying to finesse any way they can to get a conviction, because you got to realize all the rumors, all the documentaries, all the social media posts, everybody on that juror is seeing the same things we're seeing. So they're automatically going into the trial with their mind kind of swayed that, Diddy might be guilty. But they looking at the two black guys like, man, he might got some leeway with them. Let's get them the fuck up out of here.
And all these idiots talking about sex trafficking and all this other shit. We ain't seen no evidence of that yet. Only thing y'all see is Cub being a super freak and being a weirdo. Like I said before, y'all all been to these weirdo freak parties with Diddy. Y'all voluntarily went, And that's just what's going on. Cuz just his sexual appetite is insane, really, at this point.
Hey, when I was
Cuz
doing
is wild. Cuz all that take that they thought it was games, and now they mad because he got tapes on.
Take
That's
that
all
had a
it
real
is.
meaning
Yeah.
to it. That wasn't just an ad lib, nigga. He wasn't
Now you
playing.
seeing all these videos of Cuz coming out. He in bathrooms when they just had one with Cuz, him and DJ Khaled in his drawers wiping his mouth like this nigga sick.
You talking about the AI videos? Yeah,
that was AI.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know that was AI.
I didn't know
play
shit,
with Diddy
nigga.
like that.
I don't
cuz.
know that because I seen Cuz with French in there. They had Cuz with all type of people. So I don't know. The anything is if he's guilty for fucking a lot. That's what I've seen. I haven't seen no kid shit. I haven't seen no sex trafficking unless he got money and you flying people out. Other than that, even the people that was actually involved of fucking the girls he was with said they didn't really see nothing going on besides that. So,
Yeah, because you see the dude, the one sex worker, he been going on an
what's the
interview
nigga
run.
name?
I just seen him
What's
on
Cuz
Vlad.
name? The Punisher or something? Yeah.
He's an abuser. No. Hey, that's what somebody in the comments said. Listen, bro, we all been to ditch parties and stuff in high school. You see stuff, crazy stuff at those type of parties. So we've all been involved in something that if people knew about it, they looked at it from an outside view, they would say, oh, that's bad or that's not good. But if everyone can judge something that they've never done or been a part of. I get that. Here's my thing. Diddy is a person who is rich. So he has the money to pay to appease his sexual appetite. If he does that, I can't convict him and say he's guilty for doing that. This is nothing more than weaponization of the legal system. When you look into the details, because I read up on this, they said he casually told a court clerk that he lives in New Jersey, but he said he lives in Brooklyn. Here's my thing. Bro could have been trying to get some ass or something. I also got a house in Brooklyn and Miami. Then that court clerk went back, ran to the judge, gave him that information. Now this is casually, so in passing, they might be eating together in the lunchroom, whatever. At this point, it looks like the whole city of New York, all the radical liberal freaks and bums, they have it out for Diddy and anyone else who's rich. It's a part of that eat the rich thing.
Nah,
and he's gonna be guilty no matter what he does.
We know the real reason. It was for them deals that Diddy broke off with. They was mad, cut and want to do them alcohol deals and stuff like that, and chose to go his own route. So they pushed the button on his ass. That's all they doing is making an example out of him. These was grown, willing participants going to these freak offs, and they keep talking about these victims and shit. Like, other than that, I don't understand if he ain't grape nobody or do nothing against their will, and they can say all this. You ain't no victim for 10 years. You ain't been no victim. He had the money, like you said. He brought the drugs and the party and everything else, and people was willingly going. Epstein had a whole island, and they didn't give no about it. Y'all wasn't this mad about that. Is mad at Diddy, but this the whole freak off island, nigga. You flying in that motherfucker.
still won't release the.
Yeah,
still
ain't
won't
no
release
files.
the
They ain't mad
list.
about
Well,
that.
they said they're
That's
not
crazy.
releasing it because your boy is on the list.
Nah, who cares?
Or your
Hey,
man.
Elon
Yeah.
Musk said your boy
Yeah,
Trump
they
is on
said-
that list.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of people that's going to be on the list, and if he's on the list, let's investigate him too.